Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Hi, yeah, you gotta bear with me. I'm having internet issues. But yeah, hopefully you can hear me.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say? Issues, technical issues?
Yeah, my internet is bad. You gotta bear with me.
It's okay if you bear with me with a pissed off little kid. My daughter is at home, so I'm juggling. Um, look,
Same.
yeah, it's flu season, I guess, for all of us. Look, I don't know what you were told about me or what clippings you were sent or what I said, but if you have anything on your mind, something that bothers you, you're welcome to say, and I'll tell you what the truth is.
Ugh, where do I start? I don't know. I'm just everyone. Obviously, I'm good friends with Mikey, even though we disagree on a lot because he's quite right wing. Um, but obviously, he sent me a lot. You got other Southsider. I've got everything. Half the Jewish population is sending me stuff. Maybe I don't know you. That is true, but they're sending me stuff.
Like what?
Clips of the. It was mostly between you and Truth. Clips of the spaces, recordings of you speaking with others, going against your people, etc.
Going against my people as in having a different opinion because I am an Israeli. I do live here, and whatever I do because I have a genuine concern for my country, and I'm worried about where it's heading, and I want it to survive, but I have a different opinion of what that entails than others. So are people trying to make it like, seem as if I'm trying to demolish the existence of my own country?
Yeah, the evidence really does point towards that. Yeah.
Yeah, because of what? Because I criticize it, because I disagree with what it's been doing. Because to be honest, I don't understand why people who don't live here have the gall to do so. It's beyond me. It really is. What do they know? With all due respect, what?
Yeah, but have you ever thought that everything that happens within Israel happens here? The diaspora Jews, and me personally, I'm sick of Israeli Jews saying, "Oh, you don't live here, you don't go through it." But no, we're the ones attacked as well on the streets. We're the ones that live in cities where we can't wear a Magen David, we can't even speak Hebrew because if we do, we get attacked. It's everything, all the propaganda against us. You know 100% on anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism because we know this because we're the ones attacked in a different country.
Look, I'll be the first one to tell you anti-Semitism is anti-Zionism. I've actually debated for 6 hours on the issue, and I think I came so prepared that I came with a very good explanation for people to understand why is it so. And I'll be the first one to tell you that the existence of the Jewish nation is in paramount and cannot be disregarded because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, Jews still do, till this day need a safe haven. But I have a lot of criticism as to why people advocate for it, and you can't ignore the fact that a growing number of Israelis are advocating for a theological, ideological, supremacist Zionism version, and that's a problem. And you cannot ignore the fact that
See, I disagree with all those. I have had massive fights with all the Kahanists, but I do find that they're a minority. They may look like a majority on
okay, so let me
faces.
tell you as an Israeli, okay? One of the questions I've been asking for the past couple of months, and I've asked this of every Israeli because the movies, the videos that come out, the things they say that are being done, and I said that many times, people that's impossible. I know these people. I served in the IDF. They don't behave like this. But not only they do, because many of the troops that are being put on the ground in the front line inside of Gaza do come from the settlements do have that ideology, and I've seen the movies. And much of the truth is being censored and being hidden. And I've watched it. I've talked to people within inside Gaza. I've listened to people talk in a way that you cannot fake. And ignoring that, in my opinion, ignoring what's going on right now, is the most dangerous thing for Israel and the most dangerous thing for Jews in the diaspora, because it is being.
No, I don't ignore one. I definitely 100% always call out Kahanists. But like I said, they are a minority, and you may
Again,
get one
Natalie, it's
video of one soldier.
no, but to say they're a minority is ignoring the fact that their ideology has become much more widespread, especially since the seventh, which in a way I get, but not in the way that it has become. Trust me, I'm the first one who was surprised to the core by this. You have no idea what's going on in the West Bank. No idea. It's beyond imagination. I'm not surprised in a way that they despise us. We allow that to happen, and we allow Gaza to happen. And that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I want my country to succeed and survive and be as beautiful. I want everyone to know the country I know, the country I love. But
But do you not understand that you're used as a token, and they
I
use
am not,
you to
Natalie.
fight?
I'm not being used as a token. Trust me. You're not being sent the clips where I fight with them. That they do not send you. And the reason I advocate for truth is because a few days ago, no, it was a week ago, when I was sent to space with the gas chamber, someone told me from the Palestinians that that space is happening. And I DM'd many people as a call for help, like, we need to mass report this, we need to take this down. And the one person, except for Noya, a voice of the East, that actually responded the way I expected people to respond, with immediate call to action, with immediate uh, uh, um, horrified response, was truth. And I will never forget that from him. And
But
yes,
you
and you
forget
know what,
who was
Natalie,
in that space.
Natalie,
I was on that space.
and I push against
I
a lot of his shit privately. I call him out about the pedophilia, and I talk to him about it. But I will tell you, he reacted like I expected most people to react. And if you seriously think that I'm being used as a token Jew, I'm not going to change your mind. But calling me dangerous, calling me capo, telling me that I'm causing damage. I did not know you're investigating this person. I did not know that person is a threat to me, that he's going to come to Israel and threaten me. I don't want that. But I will stand behind what I believe. Nothing will change that. And
Yeah, but you've got to understand, you called out my post because if you watch the video, you'd notice it wasn't just that one dangerous man, they were all Arabs and pro Palestinians in that space, bar the one dangerous guy that I was investigating.
the point is,
The point is, you called out my space for calling pro Palestinians, but they were pro
no, they
Palestinians.
weren't. Please explain to me how people who are Muslims or appear to be Arabs are automatically pro-Palestinians.
It was a pro Palestinian space speaking about Palestine.
Okay, so you said
The,
you
the,
you
the
speak
host,
against Islam. So every Iranian monarch,
I don't speak against Islam,
you
actually.
speak pro-Israel Islam. You told me you tried to defend, right? That's what you said in the DMs.
Yes,
Okay,
because I was
so
married to a Muslim for 11 years.
imagine every space conducted by monarch Iranians who are bashing Islam from here till yesterday will be labeled pro-Israeli when Israel has a 2 million population of Muslims. And that is, so what if they can call themselves pro-Palestinians from here till tomorrow? Does that mean they really are? Do you know how many Palestinians are actively working and actively talking about the fact that their cause, Sicha, actually talk about the fact that their cause has been hijacked and actually work actively? I've seen it actively fighting these people, going against them, berating them on spaces.
Again, that's a minority, though, isn't it? A
It's
very
not
small
a minority,
minority.
Natalie. I
Yeah.
swear to God, it's not. I've seen it with my own eyes. Do you know how many times I called them out on it? And trust me, nobody hates it more than them. Nobody. I can tell Olive is here, Ali, Hal, so many of them that stood up as forcefully as possible when Nazi ideology came raised its surface and said, "You will not hijack our cause. You will not label us that way. We are not those people."
I'll send you a space on how one there was no Palestinian ideologies. The Nazis forced it upon them, right? I will
No,
send you
not
the space
right.
because
No, not
it
right.
is right. I've proved it many a
I
times. I've
don't I
proved
don't
Al
need
Hussein.
Natalie. I don't need you
I've
to prove
proved
it.
Al Husseini.
Natalie,
Your point.
wait.
Your point, Rose. What's
I've proved
Natalie's?
Al Husseini's actions within the final solution many a times. Francois
Does
Janard,
that
how
inherently
he
Natalie.
mean all Palestinians are
So
Nazis?
so the time where you took a recording of that space where they were saying do donations for the chambers, right? Is that space you're talking about? Do you recall that space?
yeah, I was on that space of the
Yeah,
gas
yeah.
chamber.
Do you know
The
what
host, the
Palestinian did?
co-hosts were both Arab Palestinian,
No,
not
they were not.
Palestinian,
Hold
sorry,
on. Hold on.
pro-Palestinians.
Yeah, they were pro-Palestinian. Do you know what the Palestinian did?
No, because I had to get thrown off the space
No.
because I was
Hold
being
on. So
attacked by
here,
Nazis.
I can tell you, Natalie, what the Palestinians did. The minute we knew about that space, immediately we all send it in our group chats that we need to report it and close that space. And one person found out that one of the people on the panel donated money for the aid for Gaza. And what they did, they returned the money immediately, and they asked him, and they all blocked him, and they asked him not to be involved. So the thing is, we do not entertain white nationalists or any of these kind of cause because we know we have a good cause and it's fair cause, and we don't want to be associated. I'll give you another example, Natalie. The last time you went on a Jackson or Suleiman or one of those Zayo hunting stupid shit that they do, have you seen a Palestinian recently there in the last 2 months? No. Why? Because we know that our cause is being hijacked. We see the shit. We're not stupid as you like to think. We know who's trying to use our cause and we boycott him. We are willing to run a space with 50 people and talk about our cause, about our about grievance, about our dead people who died and our kids. Only if I have 50 people. I don't need hundreds of people to do that. And when Suleiman or any one of those do buy me a coffee, we mock it and we ask people not to. We ask people to donate for the people who are really in need. The thing is, Natalie, you don't know shit about Israel. You don't know shit about Palestine, and you're coming to lecture both of us. With all due
So
respect,
he's
with
saying I
all due
don't know shit.
respect,
I know I'm
Natalie,
literally
get
a
educated.
journalist. I have covered this for years. I worked for a huge American
Are
company for
you
5
on the floor?
years.
Or are you on the
But
ground,
wait,
Natalie?
Natalie, when was the last
I'm on
time?
the ground
Natalie,
when the pro-Palestinians are causing chaos
Natalie, when was
within
the
my
last
See
time?
how
country.
you're
Wait,
full of hate,
Natalie,
Natalie?
when was the last time you spoke to a Palestinian? When?
Yesterday, I DM'd Mohammed Jamus. He's my friend, and he's a Palestinian advocate, actually. Yeah.
When was the
No, but
last time
when
you
we,
spoke
So
to a
he's a
Palestinian?
peacekeeper.
When was the last
Emrose,
time you spoke to a Palestinian who lives here? Will you go and
He
ask
lives
them?
in Ramallah.
And
He lives in Ramallah
okay,
still.
okay,
Now he's trying to get to America at the moment.
okay.
I speak to Palestinians.
And
I
what do
speak to
they tell you? Do they
peaceful
tell you that they
Palestinians.
advocate for Hitler? Do they tell you they believe in Nazi ideology and that Jews are a cabal?
Of course, they wouldn't admit the fact that
Oh,
Mein Kampf was
oh,
a
for
bestseller.
fuck's
Of
sake, I'm
course, they
done
won't
with this.
admit that
Emrose, Emrose, are
the
we really gonna
education is.
entertain someone that she, or believe that we have a hiding our agenda? We're telling you what we really want. We want self-determination. We want liberation. We want
do
to
you
live
understand
free in
that
our land.
your argument
We
right
don't
now
need
is this?
If
a
you wanted
Nazi.
self-determination, you would have said, okay, we will live alongside the Jews instead of
Bitch,
free
you don't know
Palestine
shit
from the
about
river to
shit.
the sea.
Oliver, Olive,
Listen,
that's not
Natalie. Hey,
helping.
hey. Listen, Emrose. No, no, no. Just a second.
And
She's
literally,
ignorant.
how do
She's ignorant. She
Trump, are
doesn't
you
know
trying
anything about the
to
peace
Yeah,
talk
deals
to
or the
but
me?
right
Are you
now,
calling
negotiation.
me a bitch?
right now
Give me, give me.
she informed me that there is someone apparently after us, and but not what I wanted to say
I
is that
know
when you
there's
say,
people are after us, but Natalie, you're also ignorant. I don't care.
but when
I don't really care. There are people behind us and they really want to target us. The thing is, we're trying to build bridges. We're trying to show the human side in each other with all the killing that is happening. And the thing
So
is, you're
stop
coming and
screaming
talking about
free
high
Palestine
agenda.
from the river to the sea then.
But
We can.
Stop saying there's no
Natalie,
Jewish
Palestine.
Natalie,
state.
again,
I want
Stop
Palestine
saying
to
that you
be.
don't
Yeah.
want the Jews there.
wait.
I want Palestine to be free from the river to the sea. That means that every Palestinian will be free, whether he lives in the West Bank, in Gaza, or in south of Israel, or in the
Natalie,
Jerusalem.
wait, but Natalie, when
No,
you
he
say
isn't.
Natalie,
We've
wait,
had
wait, wait, I want to
the
show you
chanting
Natalie,
and
something.
one
you're so
Wait,
solution.
I want
stupid.
to show you something. When
You're
you
so
say,
slow.
when
Like,
you
what the
wait, Olive,
fuck are
wait.
you?
When you say
The original chant was from
Shlomo,
the river to
wait,
the sea,
wait,
Palestine shall be
Shlomo,
Muslim. That was
Shlomo,
the
Wi-
original
Shlomo,
chant.
No, fuck
I
off,
don't want to
Shlomo. You're
mute
so
anyone.
idiot and slow too. Go back to Mikey. Let him educate you
I
more.
want to say something. When you say they won't admit it, that's exactly like anti-Semites saying, well, Jews won't admit they have a secret cabal. That is exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Why would you say that?
What do you mean? I'm here in
Because they
England.
are just
I'm
the
the one
same as
listening
those
to the
white
chanting.
nationalists,
There's
Natalie
only
and
one
Shlomo and the rest.
solution. I'm the one that has to sit here listening to the chanting. Oh, free Palestine from the river to the sea. There's only one
Why do you
solution.
think
What we get at
there's a
the
difference
university
between
yesterday,
there's a difference
rid
between
all the
river to the
Zionists.
sea? There's a difference between river to the sea, and most importantly, you know what? Most importantly, how many Palestinians are actually chanting this? How many? This is what I mean by hijacking the
I've been
cause.
to the marches, quite a
And
few.
Who
My
how
cares?
little
many
Who
people
girlfriend
cares?
in
is
Who
those
So
anybody?
marches are
Palestinian as
protest,
well.
come on.
Who
Palestinians?
cares? Who cares? We're gonna chant Palestine will be free from the river to the sea, and that means for the shitty people who are recording, whoever lives in the West Bank will be free, have full rights. Whoever lives in Israel will have full rights. Whoever lives in Gaza will have full rights and
Well,
have
say that
free
then.
to
Say
eat.
you want to live alongside Jews. Why can't you do that? Why can't you just stand
Because
there
They
and
Jews
say,
don't
say it
want to
we
live
all
want
the
free.
time, Natalie.
Hold
And
on,
when
hold on, hold on.
most Jews want
Imrose,
a two-state.
do not.
Most Jews
Her
believe.
accent is already shitty that barely I can understand her, so I cannot hear two people speaking at the same time.
okay,
Natalie,
Oh, so
what's your
now you're
fucking
attacking my
problem?
accent, and you don't expect me to attack
Listen
your
to
accent
yourself.
back.
My accent is Palestinian. I live in this Middle East. So, what are you related to this land? In which way?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that the fact that half my family have left Judaism because of all this shit, and
Okay,
I've had to
so go
live
talk
on
back.
my own
Go talk
without
to your
family,
family.
without people. I've lost my
Go.
job. I've
Okay,
lost my synagogue because of you people complaining
my
to my
people.
synagogue
We
that
barely
I am
find food
a
in
wait,
danger,
Olive,
Gaza.
let her
even
And
though
that
finish.
means
I
we're
was the
controlling
one
the
running
world.
interfaith
We
events.
barely
I
find
was
food
the
for our
one.
people in Gaza, and we cannot affecting your
Okay,
family.
wait,
Which
Olive.
la la land you live
Olive,
in?
listen. First of all, Palestinians are not to blame for the fact that your family left Judaism. Anti-Semitism has been here
Exactly.
long
What a
before
stupid idiot.
the Israeli-Palestinian conflicts, long before, and it will be
She's
here
affected by
long
Islamic
after. Shlomo, just a minute.
anti-Semitism in the UK.
Shlomo, I don't want
Shlomo,
to
your
mute
turn
you.
will wait. Wait your
Shlomo,
turn.
I don't want to mute you. You're one of the people who spoke the most shit about me. So with all due respect, say thank you. I gave you a speaker. I gave you a speaker because I let Olive speak and I just wanted it to be balanced and I didn't want Natalie to feel attacked. But with all due respect, Natalie, anti-Semitism is not the Palestinians' fault. Nor do you get to conflate Hajj Amin al-Husseini with the entire Palestinian population. Because if you do that, then you have to connect the Jewish population with Kahana altogether. Yeah, they're all one. No, they're not. No, they're not. And you don't know what it's like to live in Israel. You didn't grow up with these people. You don't know what it actually feels like for the good or for the bad. You don't know what it's like to be an Arab, 48 Arab within the boundaries. You don't know what it's like to be an Israeli in a suicide attack. You don't know what it's like to.
No, but I tell you what I
No,
do know.
Natalie, but
I
it's
do
not
know what
about
it's like to
Natalie. If
be
you
in
care about
Birmingham.
Jews,
No, listen to
no,
me. You've
I'm
talked. Both
talking.
of you have talked, and nobody's allowed me to talk. I
Okay,
do
let
know
me
what it's
finish and you will get
like
your time.
to live
No
in
one will, no
Birmingham.
one will interrupt you. So what I'm saying, if
Fine,
you
hurry up
care
then.
about Judaism, if you care about the Jewish people, you have to understand this conflict is creating more anti-Semitism than ever before. The best way to secure the Jewish nation, to secure Jews around the world, is to end this. And the more you people object to it and refuse to see this, the worse it will become.
Return the
No,
hostages and Hamas will not surrender.
Shlomo,
It's very simple.
Shlomo, I will drop
No,
you
it's
from
not
speaker.
simple.
I promise Natalie she will get to speak when no one interrupts her. That includes you, Olive. No one interrupts her now. Natalie?
You all keep saying you don't know what it's like to live in the thing. Of course, I don't know what it's like to be a Palestinian. Of course, I don't know what it's like. I always was a two-state solutionist until October the 7th. I was. And I was the one running interfaith events on the 8th of October because I had it planned with 600 Muslims in a sukkah. I tried to put them in the sukkah. I was the one running all these interfaith events. But do you know what it's like to live in Birmingham? Maybe I don't know what it's like to be a Palestinian. Neither do I know what it's like to live in Israel. But I do know what it's like in Birmingham with a 30% Muslim population.
Isn't my problem? Go vote.
Excuse me,
And
Go
did
Olive,
she
do
say not
Olive,
something.
we
to?
said
Hold
no
on.
interruptions. Please don't make me
No,
look
but
like an
like,
idiot.
listen to what's happening in this
It
space. This is
doesn't
what's
matter.
happening.
She gets it.
We
You
have,
If
always
it keeps,
wait,
if
Olive.
it keeps,
what,
You always tell me let them speak. Let her speak, please. I'm begging you, let her speak. I don't want
speak.
anyone interrupting her. Please, I want you
Who do
here.
we, no, but who do we let speak? We have a Palestinian, myself, you're Israeli, and we have two idiots who are not related in any
But
way
they
coming to
keep
lecture us.
attacking me.
You have no idea, Olive, of my background.
Tell us your background, Shlomo. What the fuck are you,
Okay,
Shlomo?
Olive, they
Who?
keep
so
attacking
I'll
me.
just leave
I
then.
want them
You,
to
There's no
speak.
Olive,
point in it.
Olive,
I want for once and for all, I want to confront
are
them.
you married to Popeye?
If I don't get to speak,
Yeah,
I'm just going
Natalie,
to
now
leave with no
it's, you
point.
know what? I'm going to give you co-host. Then no one will interrupt you, okay? You can,
I know what it's like.
no,
Wait, I'll accept it.
no one will interrupt you.
I know what it's like to live. I know what it's like to live in Birmingham when nearly every Shabbat my synagogue has to close because of the pro-Palestinian marches right outside it or near the Orthodox one. I know that I can't go out in the street because all the pro-Palestinians decide to attack me on the streets. I know I can't go out visibly Jewish because I get attacked all the time. It's a 30% Muslim population, with most of those being refugees from like Syria, Palestine, and those areas that are attacking me. That's what I know. I know, like, I lost my job. I know I lost my synagogue and I lost everything because I was attacked for being a Jew constantly. So don't tell me I don't know what it means. I've lost nearly everything in my life. My child is barely hanging on to no Jewish education because of where I live. But
Okay.
every time I try and move somewhere, I can't
Yeah.
move somewhere. I can't even go to
I'm
university. I
so
tried to go
sorry
to
for your
university,
very, very
but
hard life,
Birmingham
Natalie.
University, no, stop.
So sorry for it because it's
Listen, I'm talking. I'm really not in the mood today. I was going to go to university. I was going to go to Birmingham University. I can't even do that because the other day they took over that, putting signs up in Birmingham University saying Zionists, get off the campus. So don't come to me and tell me I have no issues in this thing and nothing affects me.
I'm
okay. Are you
okay.
done?
So
Because I'm the one
Are
that's
you
been
done?
attacked. I'm the one that's lost my job,
Is she
my
done?
income, my child's education,
Yeah.
in my Jewish education, her future. She's autistic as well because pro-Palestinians decide to keep coming after me.
Okay.
okay.
So
Wait,
I'm
your
wait,
the
wait.
one that's
motive,
Olive, let her
your
advocating for
finish,
peace.
motive,
then you can
Emerald.
go.
Do you want me
Listen,
to
I'm
answer
nearly
or
done.
do you want me to draw?
No, I will give
Listen,
you co-host as well when she's done. You know that.
let me do. I'll be done in a second. I'm the one that run all these interfaith events. I was always advocating for peace. I was the one that worked with Mohammed Jamous. You can search him up. He's a peacekeeper because he really is a peacekeeper. He will live aside the Jews. He wants to live aside the Jews. And he speaks about the Palestinian people, what they go through. And I agree with it. But he will live aside with Jews. He will live with Jews.
Okay. Are you done?
No trying to kill us all
Are you
and
done?
get rid of us from the river to the
Okay.
sea.
I'm so sorry for your hard life. Are you done, Natalie, bitching about your hard life?
Are you
Maybe you got.
done? Are
Here's
you done like just being an
Here's the
absolute
thing. I
prick?
listened to your shit, so now you need to listen. Here's the thing. Maybe you got fired from your job because you're really bad at it. Maybe. But the thing is, you make it sound right now that the most
No, it was
dangerous thing,
anti-Semite.
listen. You make it sound right now as the most dangerous thing in the world, Natalie walking down the street in Birmingham while people in Gaza are being fucking blown apart. So sorry for
Why
your
is
life.
that? Why are people in
Here's
Gaza
the
being
thing.
blown
You are
apart?
not related, Natalie, mute. You're not related to the conflict. You're not on the ground. You do not matter, neither you or Shlomo. Okay, you guys don't matter. You
We
just
don't matter.
your
So
life is
we're all
empty.
right to get Jews getting
Listen,
attacked
mute,
across the
mute,
world
Natalie.
because of your
Is she
people,
gonna
and
shut
we
up
do not
or should
matter.
I
But
interrupt?
Natalie, did it ever occur to you that
No,
what you're doing right now, when you are projecting the Palestinian-Israeli conflict on
in her
whatever
life,
Muslim,
she has a
Jewish,
very low life that no one cares about,
intrigue,
and she's coming here to teach us about how to live in
the,
this land.
you have to understand what you're doing. That projection is creating more division, more hate between two people, two communities who are trying desperately to create a communication bridge, desperately. And you come in the middle of it and create, and you inflate the hate. You add more hate to it. You add more division. I'm sorry you had to go through what you're going
Okay,
through, and I'm
what?
sorry
Okay,
you're. I'm
let's
sorry.
say we're
No,
both
wait.
right.
I'm sorry you don't feel safe, but that has nothing to do with the fact that Israelis who are Muslims and Jewish and Palestinians who are Muslims and Christians are trying to find a way to live together without bringing religion
No,
into
but
it.
you can't, Imroz. You know why? Because 30% of Birminghamers are Muslims. Who cares? It's not my fucking problem. Natalie, if your life is empty, Shlomo, if your life is empty, go connect with your families, like hug your kid. Okay? It gives you good feeling instead of all this hate that you guys spread on
And
spaces. Seriously,
and
fill your life with something
It
that is
means you
Very
don't know
meaningful
nice.
any
and
of
you
us.
know,
besides
Natalie
None of
spending
us
Shlomo,
it
spread
Hate
hate.
all
you,
day
Ollie.
long.
Natalie Shlomo, do
Here.
you know why Olive speaks like that? Do you know what's going on right now? I do you know what he has to see every day, knowing his family is down, that can happen to them every given second. To see a little girl, 10 years old, hanging from a window with her legs blown up and her entire organs hanging
No,
out.
it's all right. I
This is
only
no,
just
but
have to sit here
Natalie,
on the
these are
phone.
daily
I
images.
only, you're both
These are
just going
daily
over me.
images.
Nobody's letting me reply.
Does
I have
he
to
does
sit
he
here
contend the
on the phone
Palestinian
to my best
pictures?
friend. No, Shlomo, wait, please.
Stop telling us about your life. We don't care about your life. Seriously, we don't. You're not related, so stop.
So, are we doing it? We're trying to do a space. What are we going to just make it all about you,
Yes, it is
killing
about
Mr.
Palestine and
fucking
Israel. It's not
Ollie?
about Natalie and Birmingham.
Okay, why don't you just say kill all the Jews then and get it
No,
over
we're
and done
not.
with?
I'm not. No
Why
one's
would you
saying
say
that.
something like that,
Idiot.
Natalie?
No one
How
is
did
saying
you
that.
get
See
from
what you
A to
want.
B?
You want us to say that. And I'm not going to give you that.
I
Because
don't
this is
care
what
about
you're
your
here for.
life. I don't care about
You
you.
want
What?
me to say
How
that.
is
You
that
want the Palestinian to
helping
say that. You
towards
love that. You
anything?
go to these spaces and you record them. This is what you want, Natalie and Shlomo. This is why. This is how you thrive, full of hate. This is your engine. This is how you fuel it. And I'm not
The
going to give you
projection
that.
in
I'm not
this
full
one
of
is
any
strong,
hate.
Obi-Wan.
I just don't associate with people that want to kill my people. Okay, let's
Why do
say
you
you're
think,
both
Natalie?
right.
Let me ask you a question. What makes you think Olive wants to kill you or me? What gave you that impression? When did he once
Just
say
listen to what he's
anything
been
Based
remote?
on
saying the
his
last
Shlomo,
minute.
actions,
Shlomo,
based on his
when did
words,
Olive
yes.
say something remotely violent? Did he say,
Can't
"I
you hear
support
the
Hamas"?
hatred in his voice and you expect me to just sit here
His
quiet?
My
hatred,
voice?
his hatred doesn't have anything to do with the fact
Oh,
that you're
fuck's
Jewish.
sake. My voice scares.
He came
Because
up
I'm
here.
not a
Wait,
Kahanist. Listen to me
Natalie,
He's
carefully.
just
he
told
came
us
I
up
am
it's
not
here,
a
all about
Kahanist.
hate.
I am a peacemaker. And he
but you're
is coming
not.
at me with all this. I
A
am. I
peacemaker
am a
who speaks
peacemaker.
a,
But I
a
know
peacemaker
that
who speaks about
peacemaker
that
isn't an
30%
October
of
the
their
7th.
town are Muslims. This is that kind of peacemaker.
What did I say about Muslims? I never said
You
nothing
said that
about Muslims.
30% of Birmingham are Muslims and
And
they're very
what else
threatening.
did I say? 30% of
And that's a peacemaker
30% of
talk. This is
Birmingham
how
is Muslim.
peacemakers talk.
But what did I say? But
Gandhi was speaking and saying, "Oh, 30% of my town are Muslim." Like this is how
no,
they
no,
speak,
no. What
right?
did I say after that?
Seriously, you're
But
so slow and so
most
idiot.
are.
You need more joy in your life, and you're not gonna find it in
You
spaces like
can't throw
delete
your
the
bullshit
app. Natalie, I'm
accusations that
talking
you
for
give
your own
Kahanists
sake.
onto me.
Delete the app and go do something joyful for your life. Like this is how you fill your life with joy. You cannot do it here.
What
While
you
you
want about?
hate.
Literally sitting here just crazy, honestly.
Crazy. Okay, am I crazy? Yeah, what do you want? I'm gonna abuse and
But
troll this
He's
kind
Natalie,
of
you
just
have to
talk that you
projecting
guys
it,
understand.
have.
Natalie. That's all
Na-
he's doing.
Yeah,
Natalie, you
Shlomo,
have
He's
to
wait.
just
understand.
trying to.
Coming your
I
turn.
will leave
Can
and
we
he'll
drop
leave
Natalie?
No,
Let's
I
get
ultimately.
don't
Shlomo
want you
now.
to leave. I don't want Olive. I don't want her to leave. I want to talk to her. I want everyone to understand. All of you people who keep attacking me and calling me the most horrific names and opening. And Natalie, I actually had multiple spaces open about me, dedicated for the sole purpose of bashing me, debating the question whether I'm even Jewish. I never opened a space about you. Never. I
Shows you what kind
condemned
of
one of
people
your
I've got
you
the
are.
posts
screenshots
once.
on the recordings.
Wait. So you sit there and you condemn me and you're saying I'm dangerous and I'm making damage. Damage to what? I'm not damaging you. I'm doing what I think is best for the security of my country. And I'm sorry that you as a Jewish person feel unsafe abroad. I'm sorry for that. But religion has nothing to do with this conflict. And the more you try to impose it, the worse it gets, because that is how you get to Talmud and Tekiyas and all that bullshit and to the Canaanites.
What
It
do we
has
go?
nothing.
Should we go into
Natalie,
Hamas charters?
Natalie,
Should
do
we
you
go
know
into
how
their
much
Hamas
crap?
charters?
Natalie,
Kill the Jews wherever they come from.
Natalie,
Al-Qaeda
What's wrong with
Natalie,
that?
charter.
how much?
Hang
Noob,
on,
Kill
wait,
the
Noob,
wait,
Jews
Noob,
guys.
just
wherever
a
they
second.
are.
Can I just
Noob,
say
Noob, just
something?
a
Like, I've
second.
had my hand up.
Noob,
Right.
Noob, please. Noob,
No, no, no,
please.
respectfully. Like,
No, no, no. I no. That was supposed to be something, and I did, we did. But just let me finish, please.
sure.
And with all due respect, Natalie, it's Olive has been attacked mercilessly because he decided to engage with me. I have been attacked mercilessly because I decided to engage with him and others. And we kept standing our ground because we knew the only way, if there is a sliver of hope, is for actual Palestinians and Israelis to talk to each other. And the only outside players we bring into the conversations are those who want to help. The more you inflate hate, the more you talk shit about the other side. I don't care if you think it's based in history or not. It doesn't matter. Even if Hajj bin al-Husseini was fucking Olive's great great grandfather, he's not Olive. Olive doesn't want to kill me. I promise you, he does
No, it's
not.
just Arafat was his cousin, right?
Oh my gosh, she's
Oh
so
my god.
stupid. It like I can't
There were both
imagine
nice
there's
nearlies. He
It's not
wasn't a
stupid.
cousin.
It's
look.
Natalie. It's not stupid, but it is racist.
He was.
No,
It is
Natalie.
Arafat's last
very
name was
racist.
Natalie,
born Al
your
Husseini.
language,
Okay,
Natalie, your
can we please?
language.
Noob was
Can I,
actually polite and held her hand up, so if we can please let her
can I
talk.
just say, Natalie, you need to do some self-reflecting. Your language throughout this conversation has been extremely racist. When you actually refer to a group of people as your people want to do something to us, your people are the reason, that is an extremely it doesn't matter what group of people you're referring to, but it is extremely racist rhetoric and narrative that you are pushing. You are you are no good for even the Jewish cause or the Israeli cause for that matter, because all you're doing is pushing fear and separation, and you talk about being about unity and about peace. You are definitely not about that. You're about division and aggression and and separation. And I think you need to do some self-reflecting in terms of your own language and how you actually plan on creating. If you are about peace and you say you're about peace, and I'm going to take your word on it, but you need to actually do some internal reflecting to actually look at the language that you use. And that's me being respectful, right? And this is the thing, like, nobody in the pro-Palestine, and I'm saying, look, you might have a minority group. You guys know that I hold spaces, and the things, I don't let Zionists into those spaces, and I also do not allow neo-Nazis into that space, right? Because that's not what the pro-Palestinian cause is about. It's about equality, and it is about bringing peace. And their whole stance is living on one land, or living however way they determine that. But that's their right to decide what
The
that
thing
looks
is,
like.
Noob, tell me if you agree with me. At this point, it doesn't matter if it's one, two, or 1,000 states. If we don't stop hating each other
Correct.
and looking at the other side like it has horns and a tails, it doesn't matter how many states we create. We're going to keep hating each
So
other. So the
Imrose, the
first
thing
step,
is, we distance ourselves from white nationalists. What time will the Israelis start distancing themselves from the Natalies and Shlomos? Seriously, when?
I'll tell you now. I'm against
We
Yes,
are
racism. I'm
actually
against
Islamic
both of
racism. I'm
nationalists,
against
the
Islamic
racism.
the
I'm
left
supremacists.
against
leaning.
racism. I'm against
You're making
racism.
false
I have my
wait,
accusations. Would have I ever
Shlomo.
Shlomo,
said that
Shlomo,
way, you
please put your hands
asshole?
up.
Shlomo.
Please put your
Wait,
hand up. Noob also put her hand up. If we can just make it a little bit more polite, I would appreciate that.
so I'm going to reply to Noob, right?
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's just let Noob finish because I cut her off, and
Not
then
put my
Natalie
hand
can
up. I'm
reply,
on a
please.
PC.
I'm against racism, full stop. I'm against any discrimination, full stop, regardless of your, I don't care what your religion and your faith is, or what your color of your skin is, or what your ethnicity is, or nationalities. I'm just against it, full stop. But the thing is, if you don't start talking about and stop using the terminologies of your people did this to me, your people did that to me, like, that's pure,
What shall I say?
that's
My
the
people did that to me. It's called the English language.
You know what? The whole Muslim population or the whole Arab population didn't do it to you. So
Did I
stop.
say
You
that?
know what? What you're experiencing, Natalie, let me tell
When
you
I say
something.
your
I'm
people, I
Asian.
mean
I'm not Arab. I'm
Palestinian
not Arab. So
people.
I'm gonna actually speak from an outsider point of view. What you're experiencing is what every fucking minority group actually experiences. It's called racism, right? So just like you don't like to be racially attacked, neither do Arabs, neither do Asians,
Did I say
neither do
Arabs
any
or
other.
Muslims?
No, no, no.
I am.
Neither do
It's
any other. You know
Palestinians.
what? During
They are
COVID,
not a
we were
race,
attacked.
not
Natalie,
a race,
during
not a
COVID,
religion, not an
you
ethnicity.
during during
Palestinians.
during
Natalie, but
during
you have to
COVID,
let Noob finish.
during
We all
COVID,
have
Asians were
to
Asians were
conduct your
fucking
code.
attacked, right? And the thing is, nobody likes to be racially attacked. And what you're doing is racially attacking another group of people without even acknowledging it. You
They are
don't.
not an ethnicity,
The worst
not
part
a
is,
Natalie, you
race,
have
Natalie.
to let her
not a
finish.
religion. Not an
Natalie,
ethnicity, not a
You're
race,
making
not
Natalie,
out
a
race and
religion.
please,
religion. It's nothing about that. Natalie said nothing to that.
everyone, please, we have to be respectful. We're adults. We have to let Noob finish, and then Natalie can reply. I gave you a co-host because I want this to be balanced. But
You
I'm
expect
gonna end it. But the thing is, the fact that you can't actually self-reflect on your language and you're trying to justify it is actually more concerning, because it means that you have limited yourself on growth, and in terms of being able to look at yourself and actually grow from your limitations and your shortcomings, and that will never lead to peace. Because if you can't actually grow and actually look at yourself and go, hang on, maybe there is something that I'm looking at it incorrectly, then there is no growth in you. And therefore the you know what, the cause can be dire, and there will be no peace, because people like you don't create peace. You guys create separation, you guys create fear, and you guys continue the problem that has been happening, and that's a
Okay, let's
huge problem.
turn it back around on you. Do you create people coming together? Weren't it you that said you don't allow Zionists into your space? Do you create this
I don't
nice?
open debating spaces. It's not there to debate.
Natalie, if you don't mind, I can
Exactly.
You
respond to
guys, you
that.
No, no,
people,
no.
that's the difference.
Everyone kept
You
saying,
just
wait, I've got to
exactly what
wait.
you
And
complain Natalie of doing.
I just want to tell you about my
Summer,
experience with
you can
Noob.
go after me, but let me reply to Noob, right?
Sure, thank you. Yeah.
You say, oh, your language. One, they're not a race, not a religion, not a people, nothing. Yeah. So there's no. I can't
Who's
be
not? Sorry, can you clarify
the
who you're
Palestinian
referring to?
people. When I say your people, you people, it's the Palestinian people. Let's
So
just
you
be
don't
straight.
consider them a race?
No. Why would they be
Oh,
a race?
okay.
Why are
Well,
they a race?
because
They're Arabs.
they're not.
I've got all the UN reports.
Hang
Noob,
on, hang
Noob,
on.
Yeah, I'll put them in the
Noob,
space.
please.
UN reports saying that they'd come 90% of them had come from Egypt, Syria, Lebanon. At what time? I do have the UN reports and I can put them in the space, no problem. The UN has an amazing archive of, because obviously we're British, me and Shlomo, so we have all the information of the original, uh, all the UN reports
Oh, you're
from
so dumb.
before
Seriously, you're so fucking
1948.
dumb. Seriously,
Before
I can't
1948.
imagine I'm sharing a panel with this kind of low IQ person.
Olive, please
Seriously,
let her
I've got no
finish.
problem. I can leave, because I'd
please
rather
fuck
not
up.
sit here
I
wasting
would,
my
I would really
time
enjoy it.
with terrorist
Olive,
supporters,
Olive,
you know?
please.
Seriously, MRose, you expect that you can kind of reason with this kind of person at some stage? In 100 years, you're not gonna get her to your level of intelligence where she can understand shit. You see how
I've got
idiot.
more degrees
Again,
than
you're
you have
projecting
got
your low
bloody
IQ, Olive Oil.
fingers.
Okay, stay, Shlomo, stay. I'm waiting for you. So just stay, Shlomo. Okay?
No,
Keep.
I want to reply to Noob.
Yeah, let's
One,
finish with
I am
Natalie
a
and move to Shlomo.
peacekeeper, but I am not a peacekeeper with people that raped and beheaded children on October the 7th.
Okay.
Before October the 7th, I was a two-state solutionist. I was a
We
big
don't care,
peacekeeper.
Natalie. We don't care what you
Yeah, there
think.
you
You
go. You
know
don't
one.
care. That's the
You
whole
know one.
issue.
You
You're
know
all
one.
attacking
No
me for
one
not being a
cares.
peacekeeper, but you sit here, you won't say anything about
Natalie,
October the
you're no
7th.
one. You do
You
not do
won't
Olive,
say
anything.
let
You're
her
just
anything
a
No, no,
about
fucking
finish.
Olive,
the
IQ.
Olive.
wars and attacking
Olive,
the
you
Jewish
have to
people.
let her finish. You always tell me that. Stop interjecting. So I need to hear what she has to say so that I can respond to it, because I'm done being called capo and Jew hater and Nazi and Hamas. I'm done. So I want to hear once and for all everything they have to say and want to reply to it. Please.
Do any of your people, MRose, ever say anything against Hamas and what they did on October the 7th? Do they sit here and understand
Do you
what
want to see
Hamas
something
did to our
cool?
people?
You want to see something cool? Elazar, operator, everybody else who's from us. Let's all together
No,
now
no, no,
give
no. We're not doing this
thumbs
shit. You know
up.
why? We're not. I'm not entertaining her shit.
That's
I'm not.
that's true. But
We're not. We're
Natalie,
no,
we
no. We're
actually
not
made it
going
into a
down this
joke.
fucking trap where
Until we
Natalie
see
But
people
coming here.
going
Natalie.
against
So
Hamas,
let me
going
finish.
against
Natalie,
terrorism.
This is what's gonna
Natalie,
happen. Natalie.
the reason you don't hear it is because you don't ask.
No,
You
we don't.
don't
Wait,
ask. You
No, no,
listen.
don't
When I
buy.
just
Ambrose,
left
it's
that in the
can
nest,
I,
when I left
we're
that
not going
in
to
the
go
nest,
down this. We're not
the
going to go
picture.
this down this rabbit hole. I'm
Yes, we're
sorry.
not falling.
It's
I
not.
There
It's
is
agree.
not.
I
there is a
agree.
picture in the nest
But you know what,
from this
Olive,
morning.
I wanna hear it
No,
once
from
and
this.
for all.
Was I not trying to speak? And I'm sick of
Yes,
being
you're right. You're right.
interrupted.
You were trying to speak, and I want you to speak, please.
I will stand with the Palestinian people the minute they stand up against terrorism, against Hamas, against killing the Jewish people, and stand up and understand what they have done to our people, keep invading our people. 3 times they tried to invade our people. 3 times they tried to genocide our people. 3 times they lost, and 3 times they keep continuing to do the same thing. They do not learn. They have UNRWA putting their children into schools to teach them how to be Hamas. UNRWA spent 58% of a budget, instead of feeding the Palestinian people, instead of giving them water and food, they spent 58% of their budget putting these people into schools to teach them how to blow up themselves. They put most of their budget. Do you know only 6% of the UNRWA's budget went into camp improvements? They were saying themselves that 2,000 Palestinians had to use one shower, and 500 Palestinians have to use one toilet. I'm not against the Palestinian people. I am against violence and terrorism. I am against people keep blowing themselves up and stabbing my people every single bloody day, going onto Temple Mount and stabbing my people. Yes, there are something. I am totally against Kahanists. I will stand here and I will say I'm against Kahanists. I do not believe that all the Palestinian people should be wiped off or put somewhere else. I don't believe that. I do believe that there should be another state at some point. But the issue is they keep wanting to cause all this Temple Mount crap, saying that we want to build another temple. They will never be peace with us. They want the whole of Jerusalem. They want sorry, I'm coughing. They want all of Temple Mount. Al Hussein himself sent out fake pictures of the Temple Mount of the Dome of the Rock, saying it was demolished to start the Arab riots. And ever since that day, they have not stopped rioting and killing my people. You cannot sit here on this space and tell me that I am not a peacekeeper and I am bad on my morals because I stand up for my people
You
being
don't have any morals,
killed.
Natalie.
I,
Just
Wait,
for
I,
the
I
Olive,
I
record.
this
have
is
actually,
mine.
morals.
I
I have
actually
peace.
would.
I'm the one
Wait,
that
When
stands with
when
the
people,
Muslim
Noob,
people.
Olive, I'm begging you. This is mine. I have so much to say. I am begging you.
Are
Let her
we
finish,
letting this
please.
monologue and
No, I will give my final arguments. Natalie,
Emrose,
I
I'm
wanted
just
to.
gonna say, I'm gonna drop off because I don't do debates, right?
That's
So
okay. But thank you
I'll
so
speak.
much for
I'll
coming, Noob.
speak to somebody that can actually have a conversation.
I would love
But
for you to stay and listen because it's important for you. I would love for you to hear what I have to say. Natalie, did you finish? I'm sorry if you didn't.
did you finish your hate rant?
Okay, so I will
I
start by
think, no,
saying,
listen, I will
okay,
stand with the
She did not
Palestinian
finish. Go
people
ahead,
today.
Natalie.
I will stand with the Palestinian people today.
Please
If they
don't stand
stand
with
up,
us. Please don't
can
stand
you
with
shut
us.
your mouth for
Because
a
you stink.
second?
You stink. We don't
Olive,
want to
Can you
let
stand
her
shut your
finish.
mouth for a
Let her finish
second?
because I am bursting to talk. Please, go, Natalie.
I will stand with the Palestinian people the day that they say they are not going to kill us anymore.
We
The
don't want to
day
stand with
that
you.
they say that they will live next to us and they
Stay
will
in
not
Birmingham.
hurt us
Stay in
anymore.
Birmingham. Don't come
When
here.
they stand next to us and say that
We don't want to
they
stand next
will
to you.
live in
Olive,
peace.
fuck. Yes, Natalie, please finish.
when they stand up, all of them, and say, we will live in peace and we will live next to you and
Okay.
we will be your cousins or your brothers and your sisters, then I will
No one
stand
want to
up for the
marry you
Palestinian people.
from
And until
outside.
that moment, when
Palestinians
they
go fast.
continue to support Hamas,
Swipe
they
left.
continue to try to kill the Jewish people, and they
Okay.
continue to cause chaos around the rest of the world,
Look
like
at
they
the
did in
mist.
Lebanon and Jordan. I will stand up for my people, and I will
Okay,
stand
so
up for the indigenous home
Okay.
of
Okay,
the
Nelson
okay,
Jewish
Mandela.
Olive,
people.
this is mine.
Okay, Nelson Mandela. Are you done with your
This is
data?
Olive. This is mine.
I've been
This is
cooking for
no.
this
This is mine.
fucking.
Olive
Okay.
oil, will
Natalie,
you
when you
shut up?
say no,
Shlomo, please wait. Please
You
wait.
shut up.
Natalie,
You're
when
not
you say
waiting.
Okay, I'm
Natalie,
waiting.
when
I'm
you
waiting
say
for you
Shut
after
your
MRose.
gob, you idiot.
yeah, you take him.
Okay, finish
I
with
want to
her because
respond
I'm
to
waiting for
this.
Shlomo. I'm cooking for him.
Okay, good. Natalie, when you say my people, this is not your people. These are Israelis. Israelis are not just Jews. Surprise. So when you have to understand that when you speak against Muslims, you speak against Israelis. When you say you have to stop murdering my people, the people that are murdered, many of them on the 7th were not Jewish. We're not. And when you say I want them to speak against Hamas, I can count so many times as I can. You know what? There's a special story. Probably all of you heard it about a
Great,
person
then
named
start doing it.
uh,
Start standing up against Hamas, and then we will
Natalie.
follow.
I advocated for everyone to stop interrupting you. So please, I bet all of you know the story about Oven Baby because you love that story. That person came up on stage, and yes, I let him speak. I wanted to hear what he has to say, and that was a breaking point for me. And if you saw how the Palestinians reacted to that person that moment, you would have been floored, floored. Because when you say I don't hear them talk against Hamas or and they all want to murder me, how do you know? You've never spoken to them. You've never bothered to ask. And when you say my people, your people, who's my people? Are Jewish people your people?
Yeah,
Is
Jewish
that what you're
people
trying?
are my
Again,
people,
so so
wherever they
so
are in the world,
Israelis.
be it
Then
Israel or
Natalie,
not.
Natalie, I did not interrupt you. Then Israelis are not your people. Israelis are more than just Jewish people. They are far more than that. Far, far more than that. And Palestinians are not just Muslims. So, first of all, let's go back. Palestinians are an ethnicity. Point
Rose, you
blank.
keep
There is
in.
no, Natalie, I did not
No,
interrupt
listen,
you.
I just want to say one thing. Stop saying the Muslim thing. I was married to a Muslim for 11
You
years.
are the
I'm
one,
not
you
a
are the
Shahani.
one who brought
Oh,
I'm
that
we
not
up,
against
understand the
Natalie.
hate.
Muslims.
You
Her
are
ex
the
is
one
Muslim. We
who
understand why
created.
she's full of hate. Got
Shut
it.
Olive,
up,
I'm
Olive.
not an ex-Muslim. I never converted. Thank you.
Natalie,
Your
you're
ex
the
was
one who
Muslim.
created the comparison. You're the one who did that. When you say they attacked us, no, they did not. In 48, the
That was
Palestinians were the
Palestinians,
one.
not
Natalie, let me
Muslims.
finish. I did not interrupt you. I actually berated everyone else who interrupted you. So please,
No, I'm just
when
asking
you
one thing. Don't say I'm against Muslims. Not
I'm
honestly.
not saying I'm just showing you what you said. When you say my people versus your people, and I asked you by your people, my people, you mean Jewish people. You don't mean Israelis. And this is not a Jewish Muslim conflict. This is an Israeli Palestinian conflict. And whether the Palestinian officially adopted the name Palestinian in 64 does not change the fact that they are indigenous to this land, just like the Jewish people. Actually, they're pretty much the same people under different names. So no matter how you try to spin it, they are not going anywhere. They belong here, and so do us. So do we. And what Palestinians and Israelis who care are trying to do is to find a way to get along, because you know what the amazing thing is, that when nobody gets in our way, we actually have fun together. We actually share many values. We don't look at each other as Jews or Muslims or Christians, or by the way, they're not Arabs. It's a lot more complicated than that. And when you try to
They are
make that,
Arab.
you do no, they are. You are coming off racist.
And
And when
some
you try to say,
Egyptians.
Natalie, when you try to say
And
my people,
uneducated. You're
and when you
uneducated,
try to
Natalie.
say my people, I'm trying to be respectful. And when you say my people repeatedly, you're alienating 2 million people who live in this Israel, fighting the IDF, was murdered by Hamas, kidnapped by Hamas, because Hamas does not care about whether you're Muslim or Jewish. They do not care about the Palestinians, nor do many of the people in the settlements. They don't care about me, the settlers. Just like you let Mikey and everybody go around asking whether I'm Jewish, telling that I'm dangerous,
Do you know
trying
what's
to
the
trash me
common
in
thing
every.
about
Why?
Natalie,
Because
Shlomo, Yehuda, oh Mikey,
Mm.
all these kind of things.
So
Just
One
Are
thing,
because
you
I
watching
tried,
going
one
the
Natalie,
thing,
Quran debate with me right
I
now?
one,
I
was
studied it
never.
for 11
Do
years.
you know, Natalie? Do you know who
can,
actually tried to come after me? Side. He's the one who tried to dox me. Israelis have tried far harder to hurt me privately than any Palestinian ever did. And you can ask Noob. You talked about Noob. You said that she doesn't want. I have a history with Noob. I was really offended by her, and it took a long time for the both of us to trust each other. And I didn't want her. I didn't let her speak before because she's not a Palestinian. But it took a lot of bridge building and a lot of work to create trust and to understand that the one thing we do share is values, human values. Because at the end of the day, this is what this is about. This is about human beings, not people, not tribals, not religion, human beings. And until you, I'm sorry, I'm going to be very blunt, stop putting your nose where it doesn't belong, we will never have peace because all you people do is ruin it. You create more and more hate, and I'm done fighting
you
it.
people, haha.
okay,
Yes, you people, the
give me,
people
give
who
me, give me
create
Exactly,
hate,
Shlomo,
you
the
people.
give me
people who
Shlomo,
create hate,
give
the
me
people who
Shlomo.
create hate. There are many of these actors, be it the neo Nazis who open a
That's
paper
exactly
about
who
a
Natalie
space
was
about
talking
gas
about
chambers,
before.
Shlomo,
Okay,
or be it the people who go around telling
so
everybody that I'm dangerous, and you, Shlomo, specifically, who was the one who raised the question, how do we even know that she's Jewish? I wonder. So fuck you. All
okay,
of his, all
so
yours.
here's the thing.
Everyone does that.
Natalie,
I'm known as
Natalie,
the
Natalie,
Go,
the
girl. Go,
non-Jew. There's no
I
a
Emrose.
buy
hide.
you a coffee,
Too
Natalie. If I buy
sensitive,
you a
Emrose.
coffee, will
Everyone
you
is
fuck
especially
up?
about their Jewishness on
Can you
stage.
mute Shlomo? Mute Shlomo. Natalie, if I buy you a coffee, will you shut up? Because it seems that you're here just to earn money. You lost your job probably because you
Oh
were
yeah,
bad at
because I'm just here to
so,
earn money. I'm
Noob,
not
we do
here
these
to like
campaigns, right?
save my
Can
people
we
from
please
מאיה, זה כל
close
terrorist
כך לא
Natalie's
לעניין,
terrorism.
מאיה.
time? Can we have it? Here's the
מה
thing.
פה לא לעניין, וויס? מה לא לעניין? את יודעת שקראו לי קאפו היום בבוקר?
Yeah.
לדעת
So
איזה מה
here's the
מפרסמים
thing.
עליי? מה לא לעניין?
Here's the thing.
מה לא לעניין?
לתקוף אותה אישית, זה לא
No,
לעניין.
listen,
היא
voice.
תקפה אותי, וויס. היא תקפה אותי, נויה, אני לא תקפתי אותה. היא כתבה לי ב-DM שאני מסוכנת, שאני אסון. היא תקפה אותי, לא אני
Okay,
אותה.
she's friend with voice. These people are rubbing shoulders with each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
Olive,
Leave
what a
voice alone.
bullshit. We
Leave
talked for the
voice
first
alone.
time today. We talked for the first time today. Stop
Yeah.
bullshitting.
So here's the thing. One of the things that Shlomo, Mikey, Natalie, all these people, like you notice about them, they spend their time in English-speaking spaces with no real Israelis in it. I dare them. I swear to God, I dare them to go to
We
one
spend all
Israeli
that time in Israeli spaces,
Hebrew
but
space.
Emrose, seriously, if you're going to
Sorry
keep
about me. I've never
this
interacted
dickhead
with you guys
on,
before.
I'm
Can you
literally, there's
please
no
go
debate
to one
with
Israeli
him being
space?
a hateful cunt all
I am
day.
a cunt, okay, right. Let me finish. Here's the thing. I would dare you to go to one Israeli Hebrew speaking space and show your real views about Bibi Netanyahu, you and Shlomo and the other guy. They're gonna
I
fucking
don't
grill
support
you.
Netanyahu. I'm
They
not
will
a
grill.
right-wing
No, if
Jew.
you
I've
open your
told
mouth,
you.
if
Yeah,
one
So
well,
Israeli
can't
space,
Netanyahu is
they're
don't
irrelevant.
gonna
see me
grill
as a
the
Jew. You
fuck
can't
out
put
of
your
you.
bullshit
No,
ideologies onto
here's the
me.
thing. You're
I
here
am
for
not what you
coffee, and we will
want to
buy you
label me
coffee.
as.
But you're a
Natalie, we'll
Zionist.
buy you coffee. Shlomo,
Wait, okay, everybody listen. I got to speak, Natalie got to speak. Now Olive gets to speak. Nobody interrupts him like I begged everybody not to interrupt Natalie or Noob or me. Please do the same for him.
here's the thing. All these people, they share one thing. English speaking, they
These
don't live
people.
there. What did this bitch say?
Never mind, I muted him. Go on.
These people, he said, you're using the exact same terminology I did, that you spent 20 minutes telling me it was wrong.
When we say these people, we mean the people who are not Israelis and
He said these
Palestinians, and
people.
all they
He
want to
said
do
these
is
people.
create hate. These are these people, the outsiders. Is that better? Outsiders. Olive, let's use outsiders.
Okay, what I meant was these people, the outsiders then.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, Olive, go on. I think you're double muted or I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so these Natalie, the one like you who live out.
What is going on?
Can you hear me?
I don't know,
Yes.
that's not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
These people like her who don't live inside of Israel, They don't know what Israelis are going through. They incite for war, but they don't understand how dangerous this war is for Israelis. If they have someone inside of Israel, they can understand that. They don't understand that what is the situation of 2 million refugees 30 minutes away from Tel Aviv. That's not safe for you. If you have a kid who lives inside of Israel, you need to be terrified because you used to have 30,000 Hamas. Now you have 2 million refugees, sick and cold, hungry, living in tents, and they want to revenge the death of their loved ones. So the situation is not more safer. So all the talking points from the Hasbara, Hamas surrender, all that, we know if you talk reality, if you hear the news inside of Israel, you know this is not going to really happen. So here's the thing, Natalie, I dare you, Shlomo, or the rest of the clowns that you guys run with, all these clowns that they don't understand shit about shit, go to Israeli spaces. Try
Stop
to
slagging off other people. Have a
What
conversation with
think
me
we
directly,
talk
do?
with them.
not just
Try to talk with
raising stuff. I've
Israelis
never interacted
in
with you
Hebrew.
before.
Interact with them in Hebrew. Shlomo, interact with them in Hebrew. Talk to them in Hebrew. Try to understand how dire the situation is. Try to understand
Why
before
would
you.
speaking in Hebrew make it any difference to
It
speaking in
makes
Speaking
a
English?
my relations
difference
every day in Israel,
because
every
you
single
guys
day for the last
listen.
4 months.
Did you?
Shlomo, I'm
You
not
want?
doing this again.
Do you want to mute?
Stop.
Yes, Natalie. If you don't speak
Olive should
Hebrew,
not talk to me unless he's having a conversation.
Shlomo, I asked everybody not to interrupt. Natalie, Noob, myself, and the same goes for Olive.
I've been really
understand a little bit of manners, and he should have a family that he should go and spend time with instead of spending his time
Manners indeed,
eating.
Olive Oil. You've been interrupting everyone.
Are
You
you done?
know,
Are you
Yeah,
done?
the
so what,
usual
you expect
principle,
that we
do
don't
unto
have
others what you have
families
That's
in
them
this
do to
house?
you. So
that's
if
That
you
we
not.
don't
interrupt me,
have friends?
Enough.
Shlomo, let me.
Natalie, I every time Olive interrupted you or Noob, I asked him not to. Can you please ask the same from Shlomo?
Okay, Shlomo, this is not so British out of you. Okay, so shut up. Let me finish. It sounds like you're old and
you
mature.
shut up.
Okay, is he that bad teeth guy? What's his name? The British guy? What's his name? The one smiling on the profile picture. Old school. Are you old school? Are you the same guy?
haven't the Brits
You're an
That
always
idiot,
sounds
been
Olive
anything
Oil,
happy
if you
like
whenever
think
we
old
that.
colonize a
school.
Is
space?
this old school?
You're a
Sounds
The
just
complete
Brits
like
still
you.
want to
idiot.
colonize a space,
You know, you want to have a
Shlomo.
conversation, you want to use
Okay,
reasonable
Haven't you guys
logic, or do you just
colonized
want to
enough
slag
countries?
people
You
off?
want to
You're
colonize
just
a space
projecting
too,
yourself
Shlomo,
that
Shlomo?
you've got bad teeth.
okay.
Shlomo, I do not want to drop you, but I will. I've
Seems I
repeatedly
touch. It
asked.
seems I
Honestly,
touch.
Emrose,
I
it
was
just
only
seems
here to
to us
Seems
support
I
more
touch
Natalie
a
who you're
nerve.
until
associating
Jesus.
this
yourself with.
idiot came and joined you,
It
Emrose. So
seems
it's
I
just between
touch
you
a
and
nerve
Emrose,
with
Natalie and
Shlomo.
Emrose. That would have been fine.
It
That's the
seems
only
I
reason
touched a
I'm here,
nerve.
Emrose, to
It
give
seems I touched a
Natalie
nerve,
moral
Shlomo.
support. But
Can
I'm
you?
not.
Emrose, this is just proving to us who you're
Yes, proving
associating
what?
with
Natalie,
yourself.
I
You
did I
tried to
not?
do this space to talk about
Natalie, did I
food.
not ask anybody who interrupted you to stop multiple
Did
times?
he though? Did he
Multiple
stop?
times.
Yes, I
Did
did
he
stop.
stop? No,
I
he
did.
didn't.
He did.
He carried on calling me
He
names,
it was
talking about
hard for him,
buying a
and it
coffee.
took a few times, but he did stop. And I also did the same when Noob interrupted.
Well,
So
Every,
I
this
kindly
space is not
asked.
okay.
going anywhere, is it? Either tell him to be quiet for a while. If you want to speak with me, yourself, Emrose, I will have a conversation with you. But I'm not going to sit here being
You
disrespected by
done.
I
this
would like for you to
idiot.
accept the fact, Natalie. I
Here's
would
the
like for
thing.
you to let's make an experiment. I would like for you to see how we actually engage. How if we tone down a little bit
Being
the
engaging.
I'm not.
I'm I'm
I'm not.
I'm asking you. I can ask Olive to
Oh,
tone down the rhetoric. I promise you, I can ask him, and I know what Olive is really like. And trust me, it's very hard for the both of us because I'm triggered as hell, Natalie. Because the things the people on this platform that don't like me put me through, you have no idea. So I'm going to ask Olive to say what he has to say in a more toned down kind of matter, but he does get to speak because everybody else got to speak with no interruption. And Shlomo can come back up if he stops interrupting.
She interrupted me every 10 seconds. And then you
I
got
feel like
Noob
I'm in a
calling me a
kindergarten.
colonizer of a
Emrose.
bloody space.
No, I
How the
said that
hell does
you're a
that
racist and
help?
Did I not
uneducated.
ask both of them
Emrose, thank you for the
repeatedly
space.
not to
I'm just going
interrupt
to
you?
drop down.
Did
But thank you.
did I not give you co-host so that you can have half of the control? I did.
this is where
I'm
the
trying.
mistake
Not all
started.
of us, not none of us are
There's
perfect.
two
Yes,
of you against me. Two of
Who-
you. If
If
you
you
wanted
shut
to do a
up,
co-host,
we
it
can
would be
talk.
you
it's
and
not
me.
two of us because
You and me.
Natalie, it's not two of us because I am Jewish. I am Jewish and I care about the Jewish people, but I'm
No, you
also
don't.
Israeli. So I care. So for me, being an Israeli means I'm Jewish, so I care about you. I am an Israeli, so I want to talk to Olive. I am part of both of you. Okay? So it's not two against one. It's human beings. It's all together. So we can try to talk or we can keep fighting. Olive, please tone down the rhetoric. After that, we have Voice and Salman and Doctor something.
This is for you, MRose. You need to give up on these people at some stage. Like seriously. Like listen, with Voice, I
We've
can.
already gave up on her, so she might as well just join your side completely anyway.
Okay, exactly.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
MRose.
Well, you know,
See, what
you've
I
got
was going
proven
to
right.
say. Can you please just be quiet, Natalie? Because now it's not about you. I know you like attention. It seems you're not getting it enough. So, but now it's
So
not
can
about
you
you.
keep coming onto the space like, I bet you Kathy, can you get up?
You're the
Like a
one who put buy me
misogynistic
coffee
bitch.
in her profile. What the fuck are you talking about? You're
Yeah?
the one who's asking for people to buy you coffee. Who's okay? So shut
Shall
up.
I start naming all the
Yeah,
pro-Palestinians that are
yes. Name
begging,
them, please.
begging
Name them.
online for every bit
Can
of
you
money
drop
that they can
her,
possibly
Emrose?
see
Can you drop
for
her from co-host because
legal
she's not
fees?
respectful?
אוליב, אתה יכול לעשות לי טובה? אח שלי, בבקשה, זה כל כך
אני
קשוח להקשיב
מנסה,
לזה.
וויס, תקשיבי, אני
כל
מנסה,
כך
אבל היא לא
קשוח
שותקת.
להקשיב לזה, בבקשה.
אני לא יכול
What?
להקשיב לה, שמישהו
נויה,
יוריד
את
אותה
יודעת איך הם
מהco-host.
קראו לי היום? את יודעת
מאיה,
מה הם פרסמו? לא, נויה, הם לקחו את היוזמה של המים והם פרסמו את זה עם תומך חמאס וקאפו.
I know you shouldn't give two shits. Stick to your cause, okay?
And then she
And
goes into my DMs and telling me that I'm the
אמרוז,
one who
תקשיבי,
ruined her
עזבי אותך.
investigation
רגע, אוליב,
אמרוז,
against a
שנייה, תן לי רגע.
עזבי
dangerous person
אותך,
and now he's
וויס,
after me.
תני לי שנייה. אמרוז,
אבל
עזבי אותך. אז שנייה, תני לי שנייה.
אני תמיד
אמרוז,
נותנת לך שנייה, נו,
סבבה,
יאללה,
תודה.
קח.
אוקיי, אמרוז, תקשיבי שנייה, את צריכה להוריד אותה מהco-host, תני לי שנייה לדבר, וזה אלייך, לא למישהו אחר, אוקיי? תורידי
She
אותה
will go.
בבקשה.
If I drop her, she will leave.
Who cares? Who cares? Seriously.
Get on
תורידי
it.
Hey,
אותה.
hey, hey,
I
before she
really
leaves, before she
don't.
leaves,
I'm not
before she leaves.
here to
אבל שנייה,
align
אמרוז.
myself
See,
with
her
Okay,
voice,
Hamas
and I have a
supporters.
question,
I
Natalie.
really am not here.
You say you already gave up on me. So why should I try? Do I have a reason to try?
I don't know. I really don't, because you don't seem to be doing anything about what has happened with October the 7th. It's
Oh my
always
God.
letting all these pro-Palestinians up, letting Truth Teller say that
do you
Okay.
not
October the 7th
Okay.
should be
Well,
repeated, letting him say
Hey,
October the
Natalie,
7th
can I ask you
should
a
be
question, please?
repeated. And
No,
then
and Natalie, I've never, I was not on that space. I would never say something like that. I would never
he
allow
did,
something like that.
and you allowed
I
that to
don't,
happen all the time.
Natalie,
You're always with
Natalie,
Truth Teller.
Jesus, this is unbelievable. Okay. Well, you know what? Drop, stay, I don't care.
The point is,
You,
I'm
Natalie,
one of those.
you gave up
I'm
on
one of
me.
those
You keep
אלוהים
trashing me, keep
אדירים.
trashing my name. I don't
Natalie,
care
can I ask you
anymore.
a question, please?
Just a second. אמרוז, את הולכת להוריד אותה או לא?
הורדתי.
סבבה.
You're welcome to stay, all of you, but you don't get co-host. You
Okay,
can
so,
stay as speakers.
okay, she cannot shut up, and she cannot be a co-host if she cannot shut up. Even I can shut up, okay? And that takes a lot. Here's the thing. This is for you, Emrose. You need to give up on trying to satisfy these kind of people, okay? You cannot convert every one of them. Like, there are some people, they never stop, put a foot on the ground. They don't know anything about either both sides. They don't know how terrifying to be during the suicide bombing inside of Israel. Neither they don't know how to be a Palestinian inside of the West Bank or Gaza. They don't know. They see this as a game. They look at the stats and they listen to these analysts and they don't see it. So stop trying to satisfy them. It's not helping you. It's not really good for you. Do what you believe in and move on. These people are just distractions. She had buy me a coffee been to her tweet, and she's speaking of actually every pro-Palestinian who have buy me coffee in his base. We need to shit on him. This guy is a disgusting piece of shit. We already said that. If this money does not really go for the people in need, we're not gonna entertain the shit. Tell me the last time you saw a Palestinian on any of those hunting Zayu spaces. We do not entertain that shit. We need a platform. Yes.
Olive,
But
she came at me. She
I know,
claims
but
that
stop
I
caring. Don't
like.
care. Just
She
move on.
says that Luke guy is going to come to Israel and go after me.
So what? So what? You have voice here. Let her.
Suddenly I'm a partner?
No, I don't. I hate you to my guts. But the thing is, I can see that you are involved in the conflict. So I need to fucking talk to you. Either it's like the checkpoint soldier that I need to
To
fucking
be
file
clear,
for.
I support both Voice and Olive. Both of them are good people.
Voice I don't know, but the thing is, voice, I need to kind of like smile because she's the soldier at the checkpoint. At some day I need, I
I
need to
was
die.
never in my life in a fucking checkpoint, and I will not allow you to raid me like
אני
this.
צוחק
לא,
איתך,
תירגע אתה, אבל אתה צוחק
Olive.
וכולם פה לוקחים אותך ברצינות, ואחר כך אני מקבלת
נכון,
הודעות
ואתה
איומים
אומר
מהחיים
לה
שלי.
בעברית שאתה צוחק ואף אחד לא מבין את זה.
אוקיי,
So for everybody
סבבה,
he said to
אוקיי,
her in Hebrew that he's
תירגעי,
joking.
אוקיי? לא הלכת לג'ם היום?
לא, כי יש לנו פאקינג טילים שעפים על הצפון, אז חלאס.
Excuses. Anyway.
I think he knows he's there.
Can I ask Voice a question?
If
No,
you
because
say
it was
something
my
bad,
fucking
I will
turn.
be so pissed at you.
It was
You
my
will
turn, though.
you will be respectful to her.